Some things aren't just old, they're full of secrets. I learned this the hard way. It started on a gloomy Saturday. I was driving, trying to escape my empty apartment when I saw a hand-painted sign, estate sale, with an arrow to Whisperwind Lane. The house was a crumbling Victorian, the kind you'd tell ghost stories about. Inside it smelled of dust and something faintly sweet. I wandered through rooms of sheet-draped furniture until I found it. A porcelain doll, cracked cheeks, glassy blue eyes, and a faded lace dress. It was unsettling, but I felt a strange pity for it. The woman running the sale looked relieved when I bought it for $1. "Take it," she whispered. "It needs a new home." I should have wondered why. I wrapped the doll in newspaper and set it on my car's passenger seat. For a moment I thought its head turned, catching the light. I shook it off. It was just a doll, just old porcelain and cloth. What harm could it do? That night, I left the doll on my living room armchair facing the TV. It looked out of place, but I tried to ignore it. I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Every glance, those glassy eyes seemed to follow me. I went to bed, locking my door. At 3 a.m., I woke to a heavy silence. No city sounds, no hum of the fridge. Then thump, 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 tiny footsteps across the floor. I froze, heart pounding, until the sound stopped. Morning came. The doll wasn't on the chair, it was on the floor, closer to my bedroom. Its head was tilted, smile wider. I tried to rationalize it, but I knew I hadn't moved it. That night I turned the doll to face the wall and took a picture for proof. I went to bed, every light on, unable to sleep. The third night I woke to a soft scratching at my bedroom door, like tiny fingernails dragging down the wood. I hid under the covers, paralyzed. In the morning, the doll was pressed against my door, waiting. I stuffed it in a trash bag and threw it in the dumpster, watching the truck haul it away. Relief, finally. But that evening, a package appeared on my doormat. No return address, my name, scrawled in childish handwriting. Inside, the doll, dirtier but unmistakable. Its blue eyes stared up, smile mocking. I locked it in a closet, wedged a chair under the knob. That night, I heard the closet creak open. Tiny footsteps shuffled closer to my bed. No matter what I did, it always came back. I was trapped. I tried everything, burying the doll, smashing it with a hammer. Nothing worked. It always returned, sometimes holding a muddy spoon, sometimes perched somewhere new. Its cracks deepened, its smile twisted, its eyes darkened. I set up cameras, but the footage was always static, corrupted. I was exhausted, paranoid, losing my grip. The doll appeared in new places every morning, on the fridge, in the tub, among my clothes. Its silence was suffocating. Desperate, I returned to Whisperwind Lane. The house was empty, but I found the woman's number on an old flyer. I called, voice shaking. "The doll is back. It won't leave." A long pause. Then, "It chooses who it wants. You can't get rid of it, you can only run." She hung up. I realized I was truly alone. Running was my only option. I packed a suitcase and left everything behind. I drove for days, settling in a distant town, renting a small room above a bookstore. For a while I felt safe. I started to hope. Then, one night, I found my door ajar. Dread filled me as I stepped inside. There, in the center of the room, the doll stood, on its own 2 feet, silhouetted against the window. Its head tilted, eyes glinting, smile impossibly wide. It had found me. I hadn't escaped. I'd only been given a head start. The doll wasn't just following me, it was part of my life now, and it would never, ever leave.